Yeah!
Whether I'm cut, whether I'm hurt, I get back up. I keep fighting. I don't know if he could say the same.
Not in the chat, I ain't gonna lie. What'd he say?
Said he gets up, when he gets down, he gets up and keeps fighting. Can't say the same for you.
Yeah, blah, blah, blah. We'll see when we get in there. That's it. If he thinks I'm gonna quit, come find out. That's all I gotta say. I'm right at it.
The entire boxing community was thrown into chaos after one of the most unexpected and controversial moments of Fight Week. During the closing press conference, Ryan Garcia pulled a move against Mario Barrios that no one saw coming. The incident instantly became the only topic of conversation across Las Vegas, leaving fans, media, and insiders in complete disbelief.
I put myself through hell. Yeah. At the end of the day, I'm the best fighter here. I ain't ever gonna be played, and I'm gonna knock him out, and everybody's gonna be cheering. What?
Individuals who attended the event earlier today are now sharing new information about an altercation that has completely shifted the mood ahead of Saturday's showdown. What unfolded between these two competitors has reportedly transformed this matchup from a standard championship bout into something deeply personal, intense, and unpredictable. That let's go through what witnesses claim took place, because the sequence of events has people talking nonstop. According to several insiders connected to the situation, everything escalated during the final press conference just hours ago. After weeks of heated exchanges, ongoing trash talk, accusations involving Joe Goosen, and non-stop psychological tactics, the two fighters finally stood face to face one last time before stepping into the ring at the T-Mobile Arena on Saturday night.
I said, you ain't that tall. I see them boots. You saw the boots. I was like, you ain't that tall, brother.
Do you see anything in his eyes?
No, he's not really interested in this one. He don't really want this one. I do.
According to several eyewitnesses who claim they saw the entire exchange unfold, the face-off between Ryan Garcia and Mario Barrios began just like any other pre-fight stare-down. Both men stood inches apart, locking eyes with the usual intensity that fans expect at major boxing events across the globe. However, moments later, the atmosphere shifted in a way no one inside the room anticipated. What followed, sources say, was something completely out of character for Garcia and unlike anything seen at any point in his professional career. Interview 4.
No, I definitely consider myself the better fighter. Like I said, I feel like as a boxer, when it comes to boxing IQ, I think I got that on my side.
Hey Mario, are you gonna retire once Ryan Garcia knocks you out?
Why the hell would I retire?
You're not gonna. You should move or I'll push you off the stage, bro.
Witnesses say that in the middle of the heated stare-down, Ryan Garcia unexpectedly lifted his hand and directed it toward Mario Barrios' face. Those in attendance described the movement as forceful and deliberate, suggesting it was meant as a clear sign of disrespect. The action reportedly unfolded in full view of hundreds of journalists and spectators, instantly shifting the tone of the moment.
Keith Thurman, he fought him with 10-ounce gloves. We want 8-ounce. So we want to know what decision you're going to make. Are you going to do 8-ounce or 10-ounce? I want it 8. I want to go at it straight up.
Oh, 8?
We want the danger.
It's already determined. We already got our 8 ounces.
Okay. So we're doing 8?
Are you kidding?
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Oh, Mario requested it.
I didn't request it. It was in the contract.
They fought with 10-ounce, Joe.
No, he said he didn't request it.
Okay, well, I don't know who requested, but we're doing 8-ounce. That's what we get.
Oh, no, 8. 8. 4. The 4.
I'm sorry, Mario. I forgot.
4.
Oh, no, here you go, Mario.
Right.
There you go. 8-ounce or 10-ounce. He picked 8. So we're not going to give it to him. Actually, you know what? You heard me your decision.
All right.
No! That's just me.
Several eyewitnesses are now claiming that Garcia's hand did in fact connect with Barrios, with many describing it as either a slap or a shove to the face. The contact reportedly triggered instant disorder on stage, as people rushed in from all sides to contain the situation. One individual, who says they was only a few feet away, explained that the second Garcia's hand moved forward, security and members of both camps reacted without hesitation, stepping between the fighters to stop the confrontation from escalating into a full-scale fight during the press conference itself. According to someone familiar with the scene, the mood changed in an instant. In one moment, the two were locked in a silent stare-down, and in the next, Garcia made his move, and everyone surged forward to separate them before things spiraled completely out of control. And what sources are now sharing about what followed makes the situation even more intense.
For sure, I think I can knock any man out. I don't give if he's 400 pounds, 100 pounds, they all could get it, any weight class.
According to individuals who were standing on stage when the incident unfolded, Mario Barrios reacted instantly after being struck or forcefully touched by Ryan Garcia. Witnesses describe his response as intense and filled with visible anger, catching many in the room off guard. Sources say Barrios attempted to surge forward toward Garcia, but several people quickly stepped in to stop him. His trainer, Joe Goosen, along with members of his team and event security, reportedly had to hold him back physically to keep the situation from escalating further. Person who says they witnessed the exchange firsthand claimed that Barrios started shouting in Spanish directly toward Garcia. Those nearby who understood the language said his words were intense, personal, and centered on what he plans to do when they face off inside the ring this Saturday. The delivery was reportedly so heated that some attendees briefly questioned whether security could fully contain the situation before it escalated beyond control at the press conference itself. What adds another layer to this controversy is the theory now being discussed behind the scenes. According to certain insiders, Garcia's decision to make physical contact may not have been impulsive at all. Instead, they believe it could have been a purposeful psychological maneuver, an attempt to provoke Barrios emotionally and draw him into fighting with anger rather than composure on fight night.
Right?
You are
Right?
right. Good for the program.
I hope.
The traitor, Joe Goosen. There you go. There you go for you. Wally somewhere.
Someone said to be connected to Garcia's team reportedly claimed that Ryan intentionally wanted to observe how Barrios would handle being embarrassed in front of a public audience. According to that account, the goal was to challenge Barrios' self-control and determine whether he could be pushed into losing his composure before the fight even begins. The source went as far as suggesting the move was premeditated. If that version is accurate, it would mean Garcia unknowingly stepped beyond the usual boundaries of respect and professionalism in hopes of securing a mental edge ahead of what many consider the biggest bout of his career. Analysts within the boxing world are divided on the tactic, with some viewing it as a clever strategic play, while others warn it could create serious consequences once the two finally face each other in the ring.
Tomorrow night. Remember this interview. I don't know what it could be. Maybe Ryan doesn't leave the changing room. Maybe he leaves the ring during the fight. Maybe he no masses on his stool. The last one, probably the likely scenario. But he's going to be dangerous. Like all the attributes that he has, they still exist, regardless of his mental state. But I see a kid in pain. You know, I've got to be honest with you. Like,
Crowd's reaction was immediate, intense, and split in opinion. According to eyewitnesses, some spectators erupted in loud boos as soon as they realized what had just happened, while others cheered, excited by the prospect of a heated and unpredictable fight on Saturday night. Reporters in attendance began posting and tweeting frantically about the shocking moment, and within minutes, social media across the boxing world was consumed by discussions about the incident and its potential impact on the upcoming fight. But the significance of this confrontation goes deeper than most people might realize. Insiders familiar with both fighters' mindsets during the promotional build-up reveal that Mario Barrios had remained calm, focused, and professional throughout the campaign. Despite weeks of verbal attacks from Ryan Garcia, including accusations against Joe Goosen and other disrespectful comments, Barrios had maintained his composure during every press conference, interview, and media appearance, never allowing the trash talk to affect his preparation in the
To fight a Ryan, that's 100%. You know, that's the only thing that I'm worried about. And I'm not worried about all of his streaming bullshit or like his influencer.
The gym. Sources suggest that Garcia placing his hand on Barrios' face during the stare-down was the breaking point. That single moment reportedly penetrated Barrios' professional restraint, making the conflict deeply personal and emotional in a way it had never been before. One insider close to Barrios' team explained. Mario had been blocking out all the distractions, fully focused on his preparation and game plan. But the instant Ryan touched his face in front of everyone, everything changed. You could see it in his eyes. It became deeply personal in a way it wasn't before. Many analysts believe this may have been exactly Garcia's intention. By provoking Barrios into fighting with emotion rather than strategy, Ryan could be trying to create openings for his dangerous left hand, the punch that has knocked out 20 opponents and remains his signature weapon. However, some experts warn that this tactic could backfire. An enraged Barrios might abandon patience and go for an early knockout attempt, instead of executing the careful, tactical boxing approach that trainer Joe Goosen has been preparing him for. This emotional shift could completely alter how the fight plays out on Saturday night. There's one detail that almost no one in the boxing media has highlighted yet, but sources say it's extremely important and could carry serious repercussions. People familiar with the Nevada State Athletic Commission's rules explain that making physical contact with an opponent during a press event or weigh-in can lead to substantial fines, or even possible disqualification, depending on how the commission evaluates the severity of the incident. According to sources, officials from the commission who witnessed what happened reportedly began reviewing the situation immediately, discussing whether Ryan Garcia might face any disciplinary measures before Saturday's fight. One insider with knowledge of those conversations reportedly said,
Was it hard to do that? Like to switch because Bob's been with you for such a long time and I know Joe was with Ryan. Was it like a difficult decision on your end or like kind of like awkward to like do the call and then do the call with Joe?
No, it wasn't so awkward at all or anything.
Was there any hesitation on Joe's part because he used to train Ryan?
A little bit, I think. A little bit of hesitation, but you know, again, I mean, Joe's been in this business for a long time. He knows how things go, and I mean, we have been very familiar with each other for since early in my.
If Ryan Garcia ends up facing a hefty fine or any official sanction for his actions at the press conference, it would only heighten the controversy surrounding an already tense and bitter matchup. The financial stakes could be substantial, too. Sources indicate that penalties for this type of behavior can range anywhere from $10,000 to $50,000, which would come directly out of Garcia's fight earnings. Meanwhile, the online boxing community has erupted over what reportedly happened earlier today. Platforms like Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok are overflowing with clips, opinions, and heated debates, with fans split over whether Garcia went too far or executed a masterful psychological tactic. Some viewers praise Garcia's approach, seeing it as a strategic move to get inside Barrios' head and force an emotional reaction before the first bell. Others criticize it as a serious breach of respect and professionalism that shouldn't have a place in the sport. One fan captured the excitement perfectly, writing, "This is the old Ryan Garcia we fell in love with. He's not just here to box. He's here to break Barrios mentally before the first punch is even thrown. This is championship mentality."